after Powell had that left front tire issue on the last lap. Stone takes second. Powell ends up third. Randy Hupp, who started on the pole, comes home in fourth. Then Skylar Brown finishes fifth in the two. Dwayne Smith started dead last. He comes home in sixth. Jeremiah Ollison, 11, was seventh. McKaylee Coates in the 82 machine is eighth. The 15 of Dalton Willard is ninth. And 10th is Dana Maxwell in the one. That's your official finishing order for the front wheel drive. And now we will rejoin you live and in person in the Grand National Super Series. Kitts Miller from Maysville, West Virginia. I don't know. I've been to a lot of places in West Virginia back when I drove a truck for Carolina Freight. We went to Wheeling and Parkersburg and Charleston and pretty much all over the state, but I've never heard of Maysville. But I'm sure one thing, it's a pretty good ride from Maysville to Tri-County.
Well, actually, he didn't come from West Virginia last night. He was in the ARCA race over at Michigan International Speedway, made the drive all the way over here, driving the Grand National Super Series, and his son Isaac, well, he'll be in a limited late model later on tonight.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
And Isaac's our defending winner. Him and Jason won over at Franklin County Speedway, father-son sweep. So these guys have been pretty much tearing it up on the Grand National Super Series.
You know, that's great to see that. It's kind of like, you heard me interview Jimmy Means and his son's racing tonight. It's got to be one of the coolest things in the world. And I've been so fortunate in my life to interview so many dads after their sons won a big race, especially if their dads used to race. And I've asked many dads. I actually asked Robert Huffman that one night after Landon had won a race. He said, it does me more good to see him win than anything I ever won. So, you know, that's a proud moment when your son wins, that's for sure.
So everybody, welcome back on YouTube. Grand National Super Series had a brief rain shower. It wasn't light by any means, though. It was a very heavy rain shower.
Yeah, I was just showing Joshua. I just got a text message here. It is official. The Clash of 2025, February the 2nd at Bowman Gray. I just hope it's not snowing up there. You know, that's a cold place. And, well, you know, even here it's cold on February the 2nd, but I hope they know what they're doing up there.
Well, if you want to talk about a clash, it's about to be a clash right here when we go back green in the Grand National Super Series. Again, Jason Kitzmiller, still your leader. Starting in second, that's Jeremy Mayfield. He got caught up in a wreck right before the rain flew. The rain came down, but we went back a lap. So that means Jeremy Mayfield will restart in second, but he does have damage on that machine. A.J. Hendricks in third, Showtime Mike fourth, and Bob Shack to round out the top five. Also involved in that incident right before the rain fell was Steve Bush in the number 20. He has unfortunately packed up his machine and he will be going home for the night. So hate to see that for the newcomer.
Hey, late models, listen up in the pits. Late models, you are next. Late models, you are next. Be making your final preparations for your 75-lap main event. Late models, you are next. All right, here's the go sign. You'll see the green flag straight up in the air. Then you'll see the caution light off the pace car. And we'll be going green flag racing when they come back.
Kitzmiller will choose the inside lane. Jeremy Mayfield has the outside. Tri-County, as you know, has multiple grooves. So it doesn't matter if you're on the inside, outside, right up against the wall, and the outside, right up against the inside wall. Anything works over here at Tri-County.
Yeah, back in the packet, like Bob Shack might be having a disagreement about where he was starting. I thought he was doing an Indy 500 start there for a minute 3 wide. All right, as they come out of turn 4 down to the line.
And Jason Kitzmiller will lead going into turn number 1. Mayfield trying to be a thorn in his side coming out of 2. He will stick with him. Jeremy Mayfield, look at the horsepower on that number 23 machine. Now entering turn 4.
Down out of turn 4, and your leader on that lap is Mayfield. Jeremy Mayfield choosing that high line, and you know that's proven to be the quick way around this place. You keep the RPMs up on it, you don't bind your car up, and right now Mayfield's going to lead another one.
And Jeremy Mayfield will take the lead with right side damage. How about that? Went from wrecking before the rain fell to now leading. A.J. Hendrickson in third on the back straightaway as they continue to sort it out behind. Now coming off of turn 4, Larry Wilcox and Bob Schacht side by side. Good to see Wilcox back. The last time we saw that 66 machine, it was driven by Austin Vaughn over at Lonesome Pine Motorsports Park. As Wilcox will look on the outside of Showtime Mike. Again, we touched on it earlier, Showtime Mike on 2 new tires, 2 old tires, so very interested to see what he can do with this new strategy. They're still dead even coming out of turn 4. Showtime Mike and Larry Wilcox. Bob Schacht waiting in the wings, and back out of turn 4, we've got a battle for the lead. Man, the action is hot and heavy here at Tri-County Speedway. Jason Kitzmiller trying to look to the inside of Jeremy Mayfield, but just can't quite make it stick, as he is absolutely hugging that inside wall. Kitzmiller won here the last time we were here. He won the first twin 50-lapper.
Working our way closer to the halfway sign. 25 laps will be the halfway mark in this 50-lapper. And right now, Mayfield, the man in command, out of turn number 4, back in that third position. A.J. Henderson in the 79, and they got lap traffic directly in front of them. Super Dave in the 62, and Mayfield going to be side by side out of turn number 4.
Mayfield getting through that lap traffic like the veteran that he is. But don't look now. A.J. Hendrickson is starting to inch in just a little bit on Kitzmiller and Mayfield. If they get to racing too hard, don't count that number 79 out. Hendrickson just coming off of a second place over at Franklin County Speedway. As Kitzmiller continues to try to just get up to that left rear quarter panel of Mayfield, but we've seen it here at Tri-County time and time again. Like Phil said, that outside is just so strong.
Once again, late models, you're next. Be ready, late models. We need you now, guys. This thing just 1 lap over the halfway sign. Late models, your main event is next.
Kitzmiller still breathing down Mayfield's neck, will not go away. Hendrickson sitting quietly in third. As we're about to approach lap traffic again, this is going to give Kitzmiller the opportunity that he needs. As now Kitzmiller will move up high, trying to mirror what Mayfield's doing, see if he can get a run off the corner, and he can. But Mayfield, that 21 is just so strong. It's like that damage gave him even more horsepower. Onto the front stretch, about to catch the machines of Eric Barber and Will Lauterbach. Lauterbach will get out of the way, no issue. They come up to Barber, and it's going to be very tight. Kitzmiller trying to take advantage. Will not do so. It's Mayfield still leading as we complete lap 31.
You know, the last time around, look how close that was. A 952 for Mayfield, a 976 for Kitzmiller. Those cars pretty darn evenly matched. I'm not so sure that Kitzmiller might not have the fastest car, but he just can't run where he needs to show it. They'll work by the 62 one more time off of turn number 2.
That is true, but he better show his hand now because laps are ticking away quickly. As we've been clean and green ever since we went back green after the raindrops.
15 to go when they come to the line the next time by. Getting down to the end of this one. 15 laps remain as they come out of turn number 4. Mayfield holding on. He's got the biggest lead he's had that lap. And it's not a lot of a lead, but at least he's got a little breathing room.
If anybody can keep calm under pressure, it's Jeremy Mayfield, a multi-time Cup winner, has a huge points lead entering tonight, as they will have to navigate around the number 42 of Joe Wilder. Great to see Wilder back with us, part of the Mopar Mafia team, as he will wisely go to the inside. And Kitzmiller kind of gets trapped around the 42. He has the speed, the lap times are close, but it is just so hard to pass when Mayfield's on the outside the way he is.
'42 car nearly lost it. Joe Wilder out of Marietta, Georgia, nearly let the Dodge get away from him that time. 39 complete this time. It'll be 10 laps to go when they come to the line the next time by.
Out of turn number 2, Kitzmiller trying to weigh his options. There's not many left. I know he doesn't want to do it, but there might come a point where he might have to use a little bit of the bumper to get by the number 21 of Jeremy Mayfield, as there are just 10 laps to go here at Tri-County Speedway. This is such a special track to these guys. A bunch of guys in the garage area consider Tri-County to be the home track of the Grand National Super Series. So a win here is a little bit more special than anywhere else, and I'm sure Jeremy Mayfield and Jason Kitzmiller feel the same way, as Kitzmiller still sticking it to the inside of Jeremy Mayfield.
Off turn number 4, this time by, 42 laps down, 8 more times around here. Mayfield has held him off the whole time, but right now, Kitzmiller down to the inside. Mayfield's got to be feeling the pressure. I don't care who you are, how long you've done it. When you got somebody that close to the inside, and this time Kitzmiller gets into Mayfield a little bit. You've seen the sparks off those cars. They were rubbing, and Kitzmiller gets around Jeremy. Jeremy's going to be lucky not to have a cut tire on the left side of that 21 machine.
It was heavy contact coming out of turn 4. Jason Kitzmiller determined to get the lead away from Jeremy Mayfield. And I don't know if that gap's insurmountable yet, but Mayfield's going to have to really rock and roll if he can get back to this lead.
5 laps to go when they come out of turn 4 this time. Jason Kitzmiller from West Virginia. Jeremy Mayfield from Owensboro, Kentucky. They're going to have 3 lap cars they're going to have to contend with. That could play a part in this thing. You never know what's going to happen when you deal with a lap car. First one they'll get to the inside of is going to be the 3 machine. They'll take care of him. And 3 to go when they come to the line.
As they're coming up on Lauren Butler in the number 53, Donnie Doster in the 57. Not the run neither of those guys wanted. Hate to see that for Donnie Doster. He sustained some damage in that early race crash. But none of that matters to Jason Kitzmiller. So he continues to lead, just 2 laps to go here at Tri-County Speedway.
Kitzmiller being, I think the word is cautiously aggressive, trying to zigzag his way through these 2 lap cars to get to the finish of this thing, which now he's only a half a lap away. Mayfield gave it a good run, but he's going to come up a little bit short in race number 1.
Yesterday, it was a great run in the ARCA Series at Michigan. Tonight, it's a win at Tri-County for Jason Kitzmiller in the Grand National Super Series. Jeremy Mayfield will come home second. A.J. Henriksen third. How about a late race charge from Showtime Mike for 4th? Larry Wilcox will grab 5th. Bob Schacht 6th. And an absolutely amazing performance from Jason Kitzmiller in the 97, second win in a row. As due to the curfew here at Tri-County Speedway, we unfortunately do not have time for a victory lane celebration. As we thank you all for watching on the Grand National Super Series YouTube page, and we will see you on the track next time.
Next up on the lineup is the late model 75 lap main event. Joshua, appreciate your help, buddy. I'll see you back here shortly when they run their second race of the night. That'll be after the limited late model race.
Thank you very much. It was a privilege, and man, I'm very excited after seeing that first race.
Well, did a good job, buddy. Proud of you. Late model.